7.5 notes, proportions in triangles. For this warm-up, I'd like you to solve for x. So for the first one, I could do 6 over x equals x over 6. We know that the altitude is the geometric mean of the values for the segment that it breaks up. So 6 over x equals x over 6. X squared equals 36, so x equals 6. Number 2, x over 9, that's short leg over hypotenuse of the big triangle, equals short leg over hypotenuse of the small triangle, 3 over x. So x squared equals 27, which if we square root both sides, the square root of 27 breaks down to 3 root 3. Proportions. What is a proportion again? It's when two or more ratios are equal. We have a new theorem here called the side-splitter theorem. If a line is parallel to one side of a triangle and intersects the other two sides, then it divides those sides proportionally. In other words, in this example, xr to rq is equal to ys to sq. So we're going to use the side-splitter theorem here, and I've already got my work shown for both of these. Follow along with me as I discuss how we set up the ratios. So for the first one, x plus 1 over 12, that's segment pk over km, is equal to x over 9, segment nl to segment lm. Then we cross multiply. Remember, when you cross multiply 9 times x plus 1, you need to put x plus 1 in parentheses and distribute. We get 9x plus 9 on the left, and then equals 12x. So subtract 9x from both sides, you get 9 equals 3x. Divide by 3, and x equals 3. Number 2, solve for a. We're going to use the side-splitter theorem here again. A plus 4 over a is equal to 18 over 12. Cross multiply and distribute. 12 times a plus 4 equals 18a, so 12a plus 48 equals 18a. Subtract 12a, you get 48 equals 6a. Divide by 6, and a equals 8. Corollary to side-splitter theorem. If three parallel lines intersect two transversals, then the segments intercepted on the transversals are proportional. So if A is parallel to B, which is parallel to C, then segment AB to BC is equal to segment WX to XY. Alright, so look at this model of three campsites here. 3 campsites are shown in the diagram. What is the length of site A along the river? Well, we're going to use the corollary here. So you can see we can compare site A and site B. We know that 9 over 7.2 will be equal to x over 8. So we cross multiply, we get 72 equals 7.2x. So our missing length is 10, and our units is yards. So the length of site A along the river is 10 yards. Triangle angle bisector theorem. If a ray bisects an angle of a triangle, then it divides the opposite side into two segments that are proportional to the other two sides of the triangle. So if ray AD bisects angle CAB in the example, then CD over DB is equal to CA over BA. Let's use the triangle angle bisector theorem to answer this question. What is the value of x in the diagram at the right? So we set up a proportion. 18 over 10 equals x over 12. Cross multiply, we get 10x equals 216. Divide both sides by 10. X equals 21.6. Alright, so let's see how we're doing here. Number 1, it says a over b equals blank over e. That blank is going to be d. Number 2, b over c is equal to e over f. And then number 3, A over B plus C is equal to D over E plus F. Number 4, what is the value of x in the figure? Set up a proportion, 10 over 15. That's 15, that's 45 minus 30 for that small missing piece on the bottom of that triangle. So 30 over 15 equals 10 over x. Cross multiply, and you get x equals 5. Number 5, this is the triangle angle bisector theorem. 12 over 16 equals x over 20. Cross multiply, and x equals 15.